Hello, I'm very, very happy to welcome today our new ambassador in London, Michelle Olschewski. I'm so proud and happy to have her here, and she will make this very nice talk with a lot of friends in London, and everybody who speaks English in London, in Great Britain, in the United States is very warm welcome.
So we were just talking about what every one of you would expect from the Red Club in London, and also seeing it as a platform internationally in the future. So Alzrine and Astrid gave very good points, emphasizing kind of establishing a platform and environment of collaboration, and setting kind of a rule, let's say maybe in this chapter in the club, that this is really a support network, collaborative network, and also seeing how maybe certain male jobs, or I don't know, jobs that seem not fitting to one's personality can be actually seen from a different perspective. That sales is not only selling people something they don't need, but being very good in manipulating, but really selling a product that is beneficial for somebody, or that seeing the point of view that is that it helps somebody instead of just cold sales. So thank you very much. Maybe Alice and Sandra have another point from their point of view, what they would love to do also, or what they expect.
Absolutely. So I love the whole concept of the Red Club. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And one of the things that I think could be really useful for younger women is perhaps hearing from women who have gone further in their careers what hasn't worked for them, because as you said earlier, Michelle, there's this sort of pressure to appear perfect and successful and everything's worked out always for you. But I think what would be really beneficial is women that are brave enough to say, you know, I'm here now and this is what's worked for me, but actually this thing hasn't worked for me and this is why. And possibly even kind of help sort of analyzing why that was. Was it because it was a male dominated environment, or was it because they didn't feel comfortable with, as you said before, with the other women being too competitive? But yeah, basically being brave enough to say, oh, it didn't work and it's okay if it doesn't work for you, but this is what I've learned from it. I think something like that would be quite helpful.
That's a really good point. No, I totally agree. That's a really good idea. Thank you. Sandra, do you have something that you would like to share?
Actually, I think it's already covered everything, and that's what is the beauty of this get together and the networking. Is everything. For I don't think I have right now something that I would like to, because for what I believe is everything is covered. Is networking, for looking for a job if you want, looking for a friendship, selling something. It's super big, the spectrum. So I think right now I don't know, but I believe that everything is very, very big spectrum. And I don't know, maybe when we develop this friendship or this get together, we can find more. And
yes.
Yeah.
Maybe if you allow me, Michelle, to just jump in and say something, which I am already very old, you know, and so that's why I'm really experienced. And when I was young, I was meeting a lot of guys, a lot of men, and I had practically no female friends. I had only male friends. So whenever you found me somewhere, I was with a lot of guys, five boyfriends, 3 boyfriends. I was clubbing, going out, always with men. I was playing tennis and squash with men. I couldn't have any relationship with women. I was not interested. Now the opposite. I'm so interested in women, and I'm so bored when I have to sit to a man because I don't know what I'm going to talk with him. You know, that's my feeling now, being older. So I'm not so much interested in all these physical things anymore. I'm glad, you know. It's a way of being more free, because, you know, now I think it's so interesting to talk with women. And, you know, you said something very important, Michelle. You said your experience was that there were a lot of competition among women. And I think, you know, I met also a lot of women who tried to be competitive with me. And, you know, when I was young and stupid, I was arrogant, you know, I thought if she's arrogant, I can be better, you know, I can do better. I'm more arrogant, you know. And with the time, I found out it doesn't help her, it doesn't help me, and it makes me not feel good. So with more wisdom and more smartness and becoming older, you know, I found out that when you meet someone who is arrogant and competitive and who is trying to, you know, to be like not friendly with you, like sometimes women are with each other, I found it's very helpful to be very nice. And, you know, and even if you feel you don't have a good feeling for the woman because she's really not nice with you, you know, and you want to be rude too, but, you know, then you have to force yourself and say, we don't know her problem. Maybe her problem is much bigger than we could imagine. And maybe we don't know her childhood. We don't know how men have been treating her, or what problems she has to fight, or whatever she has in her life, which makes her like she is. So my reaction was, when I was a little bit smarter, to be friendly, to be kind, to be humble. You know, I put myself down a little bit more, and I didn't start competition. I start the other way around. I thought, how can I help you? I said, let me invite you for a drink. Let me invite you for a dinner. I was more friendly and more, you know, warm and helpful, and, you know, admiring her for the good things she had and she did. And this is one thing which made, sometimes, you know, I met these kind of women, and, you know, sometimes it happened to me that in the end, you know, in German, I could say, ich habe die Nuss geknackt. I don't know how to say it in English. I cracked the nut, maybe I could say it like this. And in the end, you know, we became friends. And I have a lot of women, we started like this, you know, and then, you know, we were friends. So maybe this is one thing what we could do in the club, to help people, to have women to see this power, this energy, this positive thing. Because, you know, otherwise it makes no sense when you meet people and you're not warm and not helpful and putting their things in front of yours, you know. So I think that's one thing that we have to show. We cannot change them, but we can change our behavior. We can be friendly and warm with them, you know, and show them. And, you know, if she's really not nice and not friendly, just imagine, we don't know what problem she might face or what she had. So that's the thing, you know, which makes it easier for us, instead of being the same way rude, being not competitive, being really friendly and warm and mean it, you know, not only act it, mean it, you know, feel it. I think that's the message. And I think that's what the club is for, because if you're meeting in these club meetings, in these real meetings or online meetings or whatever, you know, it gives you such a good feeling when you are helping people and you can bring them to another point. And, you know, everything comes out: friendship, business, opportunities, everything. Remember, I met Michelle just by chance, admiring her, so young and brave and smart, you know, impressing. And then I connected her with Ausrine, and, you know, this comes out, and Ausrine brought Astrid. And, you know, I met Sandra through a friend in Monaco, and we had a nice time. Or we met in Cannes, I think, in Cannes, on one of these parties at the film festival in Cannes, yes, with a good friend of mine. You know, so this all comes out from friends making friends. So this platform, what we are doing is to help women to take their position wherever they are, as a housewife, as a secretary, as a leader, as a CEO, whatever. Help them to bring out the best of them, to find their position in life, to make it easier for them. And that's what we want to do. And Michelle will do it her way, because it's her club in London, and she will do it what she thinks is best for the women she's meeting. And you are helping her with your ideas and with what you bring into that. So please go on and tell me something. I have my pen here. I want to write down some things, please.
I think my question would be, if you would like more kind of a hybrid between online gatherings and offline gatherings, personal gatherings, or if you would like to have just, you know, once we're out of lockdown, just offline get-togethers, or do you feel more comfortable doing for the first months now still just online get-togethers?
I personally am probably not going to leave the house for the next couple of months, so I guess online first, but once the world comes back to normal, I think it would be nice, as long as we don't exclude people who are not in London. So I know like Alice, you're in Cambridge. If we can all get together without, you know, leaving anyone out, I think that would be really, really nice. Or one-to-one connections, even, you know, meeting up for coffee.
Yes.
So I would say that's a really wonderful point. I'm very happy to travel to London. I think, as Michaela, you said you met Michelle in a restaurant. There's something really wonderful about connecting with someone in a physical place. And, you know, you really get a feeling for them as a person, and your sort of vibe together. And so I'm very keen to have some real life meetings up. But I think, Ashrina, you make a really good point about, well, for example, you won't be leaving the house for the next few months. We don't know the world in which we live in a secure way at the moment. So maybe, as you suggested, Michelle, a sort of hybrid mixture of the two until we find equilibrium would be a good idea.
Okay, good. Great. No, I think that makes sense. And yeah, we don't know when it opens and then closes again as well. But I do, I personally love the human connection, to see how tall somebody is, how small somebody is. I'm only 158 meters, so quite small. But I think that gives like a dimension to a person as well, and to touch a person basically. And I think what I've been coming up right now through our conversation, kind of, I think it would be great to have like matching with, you know, mentoring programs or one-to-one matches between the members. And I mean, you have each other's email addresses, and you can, you know, connect as lively as you want, but have it more organized as well. Maybe that makes sense, if that's in everyone's interest. Maybe have a, you know, a mentorship coaching kind of program, and then just one-to-ones, as you know, we also on a one-to-one basis know when it clicks, you know, more or less, and then we want to you know, connect more. And maybe in the future we can also do some, when we're bigger, some random allocations and one-to-ones, so that people just meet one-to-one, because that's also much more intimate than in a crowd, and you know, get to be with one group and then maybe don't get to talk to someone else.
I have to tell you something, you know, because the website is really, now we have integrated our personal website, which is like our Facebook for ourselves. So anybody who wants to go to the website can subscribe and be in. And we have something like, I would say, it looks very similar to Facebook, but it's private. No one will see us except she's a member. There are no men. So when you go to the website www.red-club.com, you can log in, you can be part of the community, you see each other, you can direct mail with each other, you can message each other, you can put photos in, you can have private photos which you share only with one person. That's one thing. So I would really recommend that anybody goes to the website, have a look. It will change every day because we are still working on the programs, but just to let you know. And what we are doing now there, we are building up coaching. So you can make a coaching course, you can offer a course, you can do a mentoring program there. For example, Michelle, we can do a group there, London group, where all your friends from London, all your club members, all your girlfriends, they can be on the club in London. So it's on our website. They go to the website, they log in, they go to the London group, and they are all the friends from London which you have in, and you share all the information, and what is in your group, it stays in your group. No one from outside could see this. And it looks like Facebook, and the messages is like Facebook, and you can directly connect with each other, share photos, go to events, put the event photos in. So that's really great. So it's a community. It's open to your members, but not to the outside. That's one thing. And the other thing, I have to tell something new. Of course, we are with Ausrine, because Ausrine is from Sphere, and we want to establish Sphere for our members, especially for the ambassadors, and for our members as well. So if you want, for example, in Sphere, if you want to do a group only in Sphere, you can do it. So it's your Red Club London group, and you can interact with your group very easy without WhatsApp, which is disturbing all the time. You get these thousands WhatsApp messages, always disturbing, and you look at your screen. But with Sphere, it's very, very easy. It's not disturbing. You can have private messages, you can have interaction, which is very good. I highly recommend that. It will be soon ready. And another thing which I have to tell you, I have a cooperation with some platform. It's called Hive. I don't know whether you know Remo, R-E-M-O. You know Zoom, you know Teams, you know Google, and there are a lot of platforms outside there. One is Remo, I think you know it. Everybody knows it. Remo is it's quite good. I think you know it, Michelle. And but there is another one which I like more, and the CEO, I'm in a very close contact with the CEO. His name is Thomas Schäfer, a quite nice guy, you know, very unpretending, very nice. He's a man, but he's really nice.
he's accept. I apologize.
And I have to tell you, he has no girlfriend, you know, and he's very smart. He's a very sympathetic guy. I also try to connect, you know, when I know there's a woman single and I meet a nice guy, you know, I also connect them, you know, and I tell them, you know, I have a nice girl, you know, she's beautiful. And they ask me, can you send me a photo? No photos. You have to meet her in person, you know, because if you have a picture, you have an idea of someone, just meet her, talk to her, see what's going on. Anyhow, the CEO, we talked we talked several times, yesterday again, and he makes a platform for us, which is white and red with red tables, and there we can meet online and we can have separate tables. For example, you know, we are 20 or 30, you know, and then it's not familiar. It's not, how can I say, it's not so close anymore if they're 20 or 30 or 40.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not intimate. Yeah.
Thank you for the words. I miss them sometimes. So when you have these small tables, you have a table with 2, you have a table with 4 or 3, you have a couch, you have a bar. So then you can click, you're online and you can click and you sit on this table or you sit on that table and you have a talk. For example, if Ausrine is now sitting with Astrid, I can walk online here and my whatever symbol is there and I am with you. And if I find it, we talked everything, I go back to Michelle and to Alice, and we are sitting on this table and we have a close talk on this online platform, and they are programming.
That's a good idea.
Yes, and they are programming it now in red, you know, with red tables, and so we're a little crazy. But I'm really looking forward to show you this as soon as it's ready. I will show you. So sorry, I'm quiet again.
No, I think that's very good. Already a very good outlook for a good hybrid solution, online and then hopefully offline soon. And I actually planned this to be 1 hour, this meeting. So being also conscious of everybody's time and evening, I think Michaela summed everything up perfectly, giving also a good outlook to and also information. Some of it was new for me too, so thank you, on how we established more of an online presence and kind of an online network. And I will get in touch with you soon again, organizing something. And if you have any questions in the meantime, write to me or write to Michaela as well, red-club. .com, and exactly, just write me a message. I'll write to you. Have a look at the website if you still have questions. Also with the membership or all the new things that are coming up, just write me a message and I'll be happy to answer them. And there's also a Red Club Instagram account, so then you see other members as well from the other cities and other countries.
I have to say something, sorry for interrupting, hopefully not too much. Michelle, I'm introducing you again at the end. Michelle is our new ambassador in London. So anybody who is living in London, in England, who wants to meet her, wants to talk to her, her mail is mail@red-club.com. So feel free to get in touch with her. Anybody who is listening to the video, feel free to go to the website. Feel free to be a member and feel free to join our conversation, which is following up on Clubhouse on Sunday. And I'm happy to have Michelle on stage and Evelina Perrigot from Paris and Monaco. So on this Sunday at, I think 6 o'clock, do I remember right?
Yes. 5 p.m. London time.
Yes, 5 p.m. London time. So anybody who is at Clubhouse this Sunday, another 2 days, please join us on Clubhouse. We will have 1 hour. I'm looking forward, Michelle, to introduce you there, to have you there on stage. And I'm so happy to have you. And thanks for all of you being here with us. And you're all great
thank
women.
you. Exactly. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Michaela, for joining this first kickoff meeting. I'm very happy about this. And thank you to all of you joining this little intimate private meeting. And I'm really looking forward to sharing more moments with you and to get this established together.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot.
Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.